What's going on, everybody? It's Suze with Full Court Press. Today is Saturday, February 27th, 2021. I'm here to bring you guys a 7-game NBA slate today. Let's get started, man. For the first game of the day, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers plus 10.5 versus the Philadelphia 76ers. On the Cavs side of the ball, Taurean Prince, Andre Drummond, Larry Nance, Kevin Love, and Dellavedova all out today. For the Sixers, Tobias Harris is out with a right knee contusion. He had an MRI, but they say it's nothing serious. They're just handling him with precaution for these next couple games. Head-to-head this season, the Cavs are 1-0 versus the Sixers. These teams faced off December 27th, and the Cavs took that game at home by a score of 118-94. In that contest, the 76ers were without their all-star big man Joel Embiid. He didn't play in that game, and they struggled to get anything going from the field. The Sixers' leading scorer in that game was Tobias Harris with 16 points. Nobody else on the team could break 20. For the Cavs, Andre Drummond led the team with 24 points and 14 rebounds. Colin Sexton also added 22 points. In today's matchup with these two teams, with the Cavs and the Sixers, we're not going to be seeing Tobias Harris for the Sixers, and we're not going to be seeing Andre Drummond for the Cavaliers. Without Drummond, the Cavs don't have anyone really to guard Embiid. You could try to find somebody on their roster that's tall, sure, but Embiid shoots the ball, he dribbles the ball, he puts it on the floor. He's playing like an MVP this season. If you don't got that all-star center to guard Joel Embiid, he's just going to eat. I think Joel Embiid comes in here and gets a 36 to 40 piece tonight, easy. I think Embiid has a monster night in this game, and Philly gets the win easy. 10.5 is just too many points for me to lay, though. My pick here is going to be the 76ers money line. Money line means just to win the game, no points. 76ers money line to win the game at home versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and get their revenge for that first loss without their all-star center. And the second game of the day here, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves plus 4 versus the Washington Wizards. And this total is 235.5. For the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley's out. He just got suspended for like a 5th-degree drug charge that happened during the offseason. This case has been ongoing. They finally settled it, so now he's suspended for 12 games. And then D'Angelo Russell just had surgery. He's still going to be out. He's targeting late March to come back. So the Timberwolves are without two of their top scorers today, Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell. On the Wizards side of the ball, they're fairly healthy. These guys that I'm about to name, they've been on the injury report for weeks now. They haven't played, so it don't really affect this team right now. But Gill, Ish Smith, and Bryant are all out. Bertans is questionable with knee soreness. Keep an eye on that one. He brings a big spark off the bench for this team. So just keep an eye on that to see if he's going to be playing later on. Head-to-head this season, the Wizards are 1-0 against the Timberwolves. These teams met back on January 1st. The Wizards won that game 130-109. Bradley Beal led the Wizards with 31 points. For the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley led with 21. We're definitely going to see a different look from both of these teams today. With the addition of Westbrook to the Wizards, Karl Anthony Towns coming back for the Timberwolves. Even though they got Karl Anthony Towns, what's the kid's name that just dunked all over? Anthony Edwards, I believe, the point guard. They have them too, but they're missing Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell in this one. I'm going to be all over Washington today. The Timberwolves on a 6-game losing streak, they just can't seem to get it together. And then now you just lost two of your top scorers. It's going to be Washington for me. I think they come out here and beat a bad team who just got a little worse with the suspension of Malik Beasley. My pick here is going to be the Wizards -4 at home versus the Timberwolves. And my lean would be to the over 235.5. Timberwolves don't play a lot of defense, neither do the Wizards. Both of these teams go up and down the court pretty fast. They score the ball at an incredibly high clip. I think that one goes over. For the third game of the day, or for the third game of today's slate, we have the New Orleans Pelicans -4 versus the San Antonio Spurs. For the Pelicans, they don't have any listed injuries today. They look fully healthy, which is complete opposite from the team that they're playing against. For the Spurs, they got Derek White, Devin Vassell, Rudy Gay, Keldon Johnson, and Witherspoon all out today. Some from injury, some from COVID. And then you got LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan questionable. The Spurs team been hit with a bunch of injuries and players sitting due to COVID protocols recently. So they're going to be looking to get back a couple players, but most players are out for them tonight. Head-to-head this season, the Pelicans are 1-0 versus the Spurs. These teams faced off on December 27th. The Pelicans won that game 98-95. For the Spurs, the only player to break 20 points that night was Rudy Gay, bench player. Nobody else in the starting five or on the team, for that matter, was able to break 20 points besides Rudy Gay, and he had exactly 20 points. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram led the team with 28 points, 11 rebounds. He got himself a double-double. In today's game, I have to take the healthier team, especially with this season's games being so close together. Like, 2 games in 3 days, 4 games in 5 days. They're playing hella games in a short amount of time. So the San Antonio team is hurt. They're playing a lot of games in a short amount of time. I'm going to take the healthier team here. My pick is going to be New Orleans Pelicans -4 on the road versus the San Antonio Spurs. Let's just get right into the next one. 4th game of the day, we got Indiana Pacers -1 versus the Knicks, and that total is 216.5. On the Pacers side of the ball, Karis LeVert and TJ Warren continue to be out. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson is out. Elfrid Payton is doubtful. Head-to-head this season, these teams are tied 1-1. The first time these teams met, the Pacers got the victory 121-107. R.J. Barrett led the Knicks with 26 points, 8 rebounds. Julius Randle added 17 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, almost getting himself a triple-double. They still lost, though. For the Pacers, Sabonis led the team with 32 points and 13 rebounds. Brogdon and Oladipo each added 20. In the second meeting between these teams on January 2nd, the Knicks were able to come to Indiana. Both of these games were in Indiana. They were home games for the Pacers. For the second game, though, the Knicks were able to come in and get a 4-point win over Indiana at home, 106-102. For the Knicks in that game, R.J. Barrett once again led the team with 25. And then for the Pacers, Brogdon had 33 points, and Sabonis got a double-double with 13 and 13. In both of these games, Miles Turner and Sabonis were able to keep Julius Randle at bay. Julius Randle is one of those guys that lowers his shoulder and goes aggressively at the basket, and he's kind of built like a Zion, like a little football player. But Miles Turner and Sabonis are the Pacers in general are ranked number 1 in the league in blocks. They play really good post defense. Both of their centers, or center and power forward tandem, Sabonis and Miles Turner, they get down there and they do some dirty work. And they were able, in both of these matchups, the prior matchups, they were able to keep Randle kind of at bay, which is what I'm hoping they could do today. These two teams look pretty evenly matched, but this game is one of those ones that's like a coin flip. I'm not interested in those too much, but my lean here would have to be with the Indiana Pacers -1 on the road versus the Knicks, and the over 216.5. I get it, it's the Knicks, it's the Pacers. That 216.5 is just too low for me in today's NBA. When you take unders, you really gotta have a inclination or some type of like good reasoning behind taking an under in today's NBA, because it's a 3-point ball game nowadays. Most teams just chuck up threes, and if either team gets going, they could break that 216.5 fairly easy. So for the 5th game of today's slate, 5 out of 7. This 5th game, we got the Utah Jazz -10.5 versus the Orlando Magic, and that total is 217.5. For the Jazz, they got Azubuike and Hughes still out. For the Magic, we got James Ennis, Cole Anthony, Aaron Gordon, Markelle Fultz, and Jonathan Isaac all out. This Utah Jazz team is coming off of a tough loss, and this is the perfect bounce-back spot, or get-right game, whatever you guys call it, against a Magic team who's missing 3 out of their 5 starters and can't seem to string together any wins, like back-to-back wins, or go 2-3 in 3 games. They're just not performing like we know the Orlando Magic too, because they're missing so many players. The Jazz did let us down their last time out, but that's inevitable when you're running hot. Like I said, and like I've been saying in all my past videos, the Jazz are the hottest team in the NBA. They did lose last game, But it happens. It's the NBA. They're all professional players. Other teams get hot. I get it. I like the Jazz here, though. Like I always say, 10.5 is too much for me to lay. I'm not going to lay the 10.5 points. But my pick here will be the Utah Jazz money line just to win versus an injured Orlando Magic team who've yet to find their identity with the players that they have available to them to play on a nightly basis. And then my lean here would be over the 217.5. The Utah Jazz have been scoring at an incredible clip. And Orlando Magic puts up some points too, man. I got that one going over. For our second to last game of the day, we have the Denver Nuggets -7 versus OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the total here is 225.5. For the Nuggets, we got JaMychal Green, Gary Harris, Paul Millsap. They're all out today. PJ Dozier, questionable. Whittington, doubtful. And then Michael Porter Jr., probable. For the Thunder, we got Al Horford, Diallo, George Hill, Trevor Ariza all out. Head-to-head this season, these teams have met twice already. The Denver Nuggets won both of those times. They're 2-0 against the Thunder. Their first meeting was January 19th, where the Denver Nuggets won 119-101 at home, beating the Thunder by 18 in the first matchup. In the first matchup, for the Thunder, the only player to break 20 points was Luguentz Dort. For the Nuggets, Jokic had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and Millsap added a double-double with 13 points, 12 rebounds. In the second matchup between these teams on February 12th, the Nuggets were able to get the win, 97-95. This game was also in Denver. The only player for the Thunder to drop 20 points in that game was a bench player named Justin Jackson. Nobody else was able to break 20. Both of these teams are healthy right now for the most part. Oh, sorry. Both teams aren't really healthy. They got a lot of players out. They're missing some starters. But the Nuggets are the better team here, more consistent. My pick here is going to have to be the Denver Nuggets money line just to win the game on the road versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. And my lean is going to be to the over 225.5. Sorry, guys. I'm super tired today, feeling under the weather. I think I might be coming down with a cold or something. So I apologize for the auto corrections and shit like that, man. Let's keep it going. The last game of the day, that's kind of why we're speeding through it, too. I'm not feeling too well today, but I still wanted to get you guys a video. For those of you guys that like to bet on a daily basis and, just need some information on what's going on. For the last game of the day, we have the Dallas Mavericks +2 going into Brooklyn to play the Nets. For the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is questionable. He practiced on Friday and told the coach he feels good, quote unquote. So I think he might be playing in this game. For the Nets, Kevin Durant and Dinwiddie are out. Jeff Green is questionable. This will be the first matchup between these two teams this season. The Nets do outrank the Dallas Mavericks in damn near every single category. The Nets are also on an 8-game win streak, one of the hottest teams in the league. There's not too much to break down here. I think the Nets stay on a roll and beat this Mavs team easily. My pick here is going to be the Brooklyn Nets -2 at home versus the Dallas Mavericks. And that's going to be it for those 7 games. Let's get to my best bets, picks, and parlays. Today's best bets are going to be, and these are my single bets, the 76ers money line to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers would be my first one. I got a lot of confidence in that. They're laying 10.5 points. I'm not taking the points, but I will take them just to win the game. I'm very confident in that. And then the Jazz money line to beat the Orlando Magic. So the Jazz and the Sixers got to win by 10.5, 11 points today. I'm not too confident in that, but I will take both of these teams just to win the game. Money line. That's where my confidence is today. And then I'll give you guys just a little parlay. If you guys want to put in a parlay, I'm putting in this parlay today. I got the 76ers money line, the Utah Jazz money line, Washington Wizards -4, New Orleans Pelicans -4, and then I got the Pacers -1. And that's going to be it for me, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. If you guys wouldn't mind taking a quick second and hitting the subscribe button, if you haven't already, to keep up to date with the NBA as well as other sports when they come back around. I'm going to be doing NFL and other things like that. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Be sure to like and comment. Follow me on Instagram at FullCourtPress Clothing, where we have merch for sale. With free shipping, everything is free shipping right now. We got t-shirts, 4 different styles or designs, colors. It's free shipping right now. If you want, go hit the link in the bio on Instagram. It'll take you to my big cartel where you can order shirts. They're $20 a shirt, free shipping. So head over there. Follow me there. Also, if you guys are into gaming and watching live streams, I live stream Warzone, Apex, 2K. You guys can head over to twitch.com/FullCourtPressFCP, all one word. Or you could just go on twitch.com, go to the search bar, type in FullCourtPressFCP, all one word, and then give me a follow over there. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for coming and showing love on a daily basis. Good luck, everybody. Let's have a good day. Let's win some money. And I hope everybody has a good weekend, man. Catch you guys tomorrow.